Ito po, para sa mga kababayan natin na gustong magpunta ng Estados Unidos. Hindi lang po yung mga Pilipino na siyempre galing sa Pilipinas, kung hindi lahat ng Pilipino na nasa iba't ibang bansa sa buong mundo na ngayon or babalak magpunta ng Estados Unidos. Meron pong mga paghihigpit o muling paalaala ang immigration ng Estados Unidos para ho tiyakin yan ho ay for security dahil alam naman natin na mayroong crisis sa Middle East. Ang Amerika at Israel ang kalaban ng Iran. So kung dating mahigpit na ang Amerika sa pagtanggap ng mga Pilipino o Asyano na nagpupunta ng Estados Unidos, ay lalo pong maghihigpit ngayon. Pangalawa ay dahil nga po sa matinding nangyayari. Matindi ang seguridad na pinapatupad ng Estados Unidos at sa panahong ito at sa darating na mga araw. Pakinggan po ninyo itong announcement na ito. Ito naman ay hindi kabigatan, siguro ay paalaala para hindi kayo masayang ang travel. Inuulit ko, hindi lang Pilipinong galing sa Pilipinas. Kung hindi lahat ng Pilipinong galing sa ibang bansa na kayo man ay magbabakasyon o kung ano man ang purpose ng inyong travel sa Amerika. Pakinggan po ninyo, ilan lamang ito sa mga pinapatupad na seryoso.
Representative. With that said, let's get into it. The first item, and this one trips up more travelers than almost anything else in 2026, is lithium batteries. Now, you might be thinking, I've been flying with my phone and my laptop for years. No one has ever stopped me. And you're right. Those are fine. But here's what's changed, and here is what matters. The TSA has significantly tightened its enforcement around loose, spare, or external lithium batteries. This includes power banks, external battery packs, spare batteries for cameras, e-cigarette batteries, and replacement batteries for electronic devices. These items have always had restrictions, but what we're seeing in 2026 is a much higher rate of enforcement at checkpoint screening lanes, with TSA officers actively flagging bags that contain loose lithium batteries in checked luggage. Here is the key rule you need to know. Lithium-ion and lithium metal batteries that are spare or loose, meaning not installed in a device, are prohibited in checked baggage. They must be in your carry-on, and even in carry-on, there are watt-hour limits. For consumer electronics like your phone battery or your laptop, you're generally fine if the battery is 100 watt-hours or less. For batteries between 100 and 160 watt-hours, you need airline approval. Above 160 watt-hours, they are typically not allowed at all. Power banks fall under these same rules. If you've got a large capacity power bank sitting loose at the bottom of your checked suitcase, you are going to have a problem. TSA has the authority to confiscate it, and if the battery is deemed a fire hazard, you could face additional scrutiny. What should you do right now? Go through your checked bag and pull out every single battery that is not physically installed in a device. Every power bank, every spare camera battery, every e-cigarette device that has a removable lithium cell. Put those in your carry-on, clearly organized, and ideally in the original packaging or in a protective case that prevents short-circuiting. This is not optional. The Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, has flagged lithium battery fires as one of the leading causes of in-flight emergencies, and TSA enforcement reflects that priority in 2026. The second item, and this one is going to surprise a lot of people, particularly those who pack food for long journeys, is food and powder-based items. In 2026, TSA is applying much more consistent enforcement of its powder rule, which was introduced a few years ago but is now being applied uniformly at airports across the country. Here is the rule. Any powder, granular substance, or finely ground material in your carry-on luggage that exceeds 12 ounces or approximately 350 milliliters must be removed from your bag and placed in a separate bin for X-ray screening. If TSA cannot determine what the powder is through screening, they may ask you to dispose of it, or they may subject you to additional testing. Now, this covers a wide range of things people carry: protein powder, spices, ground coffee, baby formula, cremated remains, sand or soil souvenirs, powdered vitamins. All of these, if they exceed 12 ounces in your carry-on, need to come out of the bag and go in a bin. For items like baby formula and medically necessary powders, there are exemptions, but you are still expected to declare them and separate them for screening. The TSA website has specific guidance on traveling with medically necessary items, and I strongly encourage you to read that page before you fly if you regularly carry any kind of powder-based product. What this means practically is that if you are packing protein shakes, meal replacement powders, or even large quantities of ground spices in your carry-on, you need to either move them to checked luggage, where these restrictions are much less stringent, or be prepared to remove them at the checkpoint and have them screened separately.
Ayun, oh. Hindi, ha? Kita naman nyo yung mga policy. Ilan lamang po yan, ha? Doon sa magbibiyahe, kaya paalaala lang po yan, ha? Dahil kasi hindi po biro yan. Pati pagkain pala, nasisilip. Pati pagkain may kaugnayan dyan, ay
At the
bawal.
checkpoint and have them
Dali, try
screened
natin.
separately. The worst thing you can do is leave a large container of unidentified white or tan powder buried at the bottom of your carry-on bag. That is almost guaranteed to trigger a bag search, slow you down, and potentially cause you to miss your flight. The third item is undeclared currency and financial instruments, and this is one where the consequences can be truly severe, especially for international travelers and those on non-immigrant visas. Here is what you need to understand. If you are traveling
Pera pala.
internationally, arriving in the United States or departing, and you are carrying $10,000 or more in cash, monetary instruments, traveler's checks, or certain negotiable instruments, you are legally required to declare it. This is not a suggestion.
Pera.
This is a federal law enforced by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The form used for this declaration when entering the country is the FinCEN 105. And for international arrivals, it is also captured through the CBP declaration form. What has changed in 2026 is not the threshold. That $10,000 figure has been in place for years.
Ayun, oh. So, tatlo na yung binanggit niya, pero napaka-basic po yan. Pero wala tayong magagawa, dapat tayong sumunod sa policy yan ng immigration at ng Estados Unidos. Inuulit ko, ito ay maituturing natin bahagi ng kanilang paghihigpit dahil nga ho sa kanilang laban ngayon. Alam mo naman natin, matindi ho, marami ang kalaban ng Amerika. Hindi lang ang Iran, pati Russian, China at iba pa. Pero ang pinakamatindi nangyayari sa Middle East. So, yung tatlong yan, lahat dapat nating huwag kakalimutan. Yung lahat ng ating mga communication, cellphone, laptop at iba pa. Naku, bawal na bawal ho yan. Dapat ho ilagay sa tamang lalagyan. Hindi pwede sa bagahe, dapat hand carry, pero establish yan kung ano talaga yun. Sinusuring lahat. Kung ilan ang dali yung cellphone o anumang communication, lahat yan may paghihigpit. Kailangan justify nyo kung bakit nyo dala at kailangan ba yan. Okay? At siyempre, ayun, pati pagkain. Dati ang pagkain, hindi naman napapag-usapan. Pati pagkain ngayon, may mga pagsusuri. Bahagi ng matinding seguridad. Kasi alam mo naman, maraming mga palusot. Kahit sa kung ano man siguro, tingin ng Amerika, pati pagkain pwedeng magamit sa mga kalaban ng Estados Unidos kung masisingitan ng something. At yung pera, mahalaga yun. $10 lang naman talaga. $10,000 lang allowed. Okay? Tatlong mahalaga yan. Meron pa ho yan, pero kailangan aralin nyo. Ating iniuuna lang ito, muli, hindi po ito pananakot, hindi ito pakikialam. Bahagi lang ng aking pagtulong at ng channel na ito sa mga Pilipinong gustong pagpunta ng Amerika. Kahit na kayo pabalik-balik sa Amerika, walang exemption. Kahit kayo bago at pabalik-balik dyan, dadaan kayo sa matinding proseso. For security reason na ipinapatupad ngayon ng Estados Unidos.